Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. This is Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today we have a follow-up on Richard Sherman's baby mama, side chick, everything else happening, you guys, because they still want to talk. As you guys know, yesterday we did the video on Richard Sherman's baby mama. She was speaking out because she is upset that Richard Sherman will go over to have sex with her every day, but ignores their child. So it got a lot of fallout, obviously, got a lot of backlash because myself included were like, why are we airing this out on social media? Why not just establish paternity and take Richard Sherman to court for child support? Like, you knew what this was when you chose to get involved with the married man. Like, you thought that he was going to leave his wife for you? You thought that he was going to publicly acknowledge a child that he had outside of his marriage for you? And I just don't understand why it's okay for you to continue to have sex with a married man, and you've already had a child allegedly by him, but you think airing him out is going to resolve the issue. So now they're back on social media. Now the baby mama and the baby mama's sister, they're trying to come for people who are, reacting to this and trying to say that we don't know the full story. And so the side chick says the following in her story. She says, FYI, Richard's wife, Ashley, has known about our relationship for over 5 years. I know there's a lot of speculation of why we continued our relationship. This is because his wife knew about it and allowed it. Me and Ashley have had many conversations regarding me and Richard's relationship, and if anyone says otherwise, I got receipts. So here's the thing. And then she says also, as long as it's private, she was okay with it because they have a public image as a, quote, wholesome family to uphold. Hiding our son is something that isn't going to happen. Yeah, so this isn't a good look either way. And it's funny to me that mistresses always say that the wife knows and is okay with it. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? So because you've been in contact, why does that mean that the wife was okay? And even Wags Unfiltered reported that Ashley and her friends, they were investigating to find out if your pregnancy was you were having Richard Sherman's baby or not. So that doesn't sound like somebody who is aware and comfortable with their husband cheating on them. And not comfortable with their husband cheating on them and having a baby with somebody else. Why do mistresses say this? Why do side chicks say this? Oh yeah, the wife knows about us and she's okay with it. No, she's not. No, she's not. Now, I'm sure there's receipts of you guys contacting each other and everything else, but I just don't buy it, you guys. Now, there are some of these marriages where people are going to be with celebrities, they're going to be with athletes no matter what, and they don't care as long as you don't publicly disrespect them or publicly humiliate them. But you're talking about a woman that has been with Richard Sherman for years. For, 10 years now? Ashley's been with Richard Sherman for over 10 years, you guys. So it's very funny that now that you're getting the backlash, now you want to flip the narrative and make it seem like you and Richard Sherman have this love story. Whether the wife is okay with it or not, you're still in the wrong. Because it was okay for you to keep things quiet for, quote, their public image, knowing that you were sleeping with a married man. But now that Richard Sherman doesn't want to acknowledge the child that he allegedly has with you, now you want to expose everybody. But you didn't want to expose anything when you were sleeping with a married man and, texting him and doing all this other stuff or whatever. All of that was okay. But now it's a problem because he won't acknowledge a child that he has outside of his marriage. Make it make sense to me, you guys, because why are you still sleeping with a man while your baby is sleeping in another room or whatever, and he comes over to have sex with you and then disappears and then just leaves, doesn't acknowledge his alleged side kid, but you're still entertaining him, you're still answering his phone calls, you're still responding to his text messages. So what does that say about you? That you're willing to still have a part of a married man because of who he is, but you now want to expose him because he's not acknowledging the child that you allegedly have. Establish paternity and put him on child support and keep it moving. If he wanted to acknowledge the child, he would have. If he wanted to acknowledge you, he would have. Because it's nothing for these people now to say, yeah, I'm in an open marriage, I'm in an open relationship, my wife, my girlfriend, she's cool with this, this, and that. It's nothing for any of these people to say that. Nobody's stopping them. So the fact of the matter is, you can paint whatever narrative that you want to about the wife. The bottom line is, she's still the wife. And she is the person that Richard Sherman chose to marry. And she's the person that Richard Sherman chose to start a family with. So ultimately, that trumps whatever narrative you're trying to sell for sympathy. And that's what I don't understand. These side chicks now, to combat the hate, to combat people coming for them, now they want to paint this picture that they're the victims, that they're the person who was innocent in all of this, and everybody knew their roles. Now, I don't doubt at some point Ashley obviously found out her husband's cheating on her, right? Because eventually you find out, right? Whether it's the mistress themselves that outs themselves and reveals that to you, or you find out on your own, or you find out what somebody tells you and you verify the receipts, whatever the case may be. But bottom line is, it's not okay. No matter how you slice it, it's not okay. And if Richard really wanted to be with you exclusively, he would leave his wife. He would divorce his wife and leave his family and be with you if it was really like that. But it's not a flex to brag about him sleeping with you every day while the alleged child you conceived is in another room and he just dips out right after. But you want social media to feel sorry for you. You want social media to have sympathy for you and bash the wife and bash Richard Simmons. That's what you want us to do, right? What are we supposed to do on social media, you guys? We are just social media. We are just looking at your feed, looking at your stories and saying, wow, okay, all this complaining, and you could have went right to the courthouse after all of this when it's all said and done. You could have went right to the attorney when it's all said and done. Like, what are you expecting us to do from social media? There's nothing we can do. There's no, there's no live court session on Instagram, right? To be like, hey, Richard Sherman, you need to, publicly acknowledge your child. No. That's not how it works, you guys. That's not how it works. Only thing he's obligated to do is pay child support. That's it. Because you guys never established beyond you guys having sex and hooking up of what it was. But you wanted the bag. You wanted some of, the Richard Sherman money. And how I know that is because you named the child. You put his name in the baby's name because he wasn't there to sign the birth certificate. So he had to use your last name. But these side chicks are hilarious now, you guys. And that's what you are. You are a side chick because Richard Sherman is married. Now, Richard Sherman is in the wrong and he deserves to be dragged because this is trifling. But this is what happens when you mess with side chicks. And you mess with side chicks who are looking for a come up. And you mess with side chicks who have nothing to lose. But you have everything to lose. You've had a reputation that you have carefully crafted, being a Stanford grad, being, a champion of the Seattle Seahawks, being a part of the infamous Legion of Boom. Like, you had all of these positive things until last year of the alleged domestic violence incident, until last year of alleging, you threatening suicide. That's probably when Ashley found out that you were cheating or found out that this side chick was pregnant. You threatened suicide so that your wife doesn't leave you. But meanwhile, you're still sleeping with the side chick when it's all said and done. Because remember, Ashley's parents were involved. Like, remember, this was a huge story, you guys, last year. And then months later, it came out that the side chick was pregnant. And remember, I think one of her friends or somebody was alleging that Russell Wilson had a side baby too. Alleged. But we still have no receipts of that. But the bottom line is this. The bottom line is, you know what it is when you're choosing to involve yourself with somebody who is unavailable. You are going to get treated like a side chick. You are going to get treated like you are somebody on the side. You are not going to get the same perks and benefits of Richard Sherman's wife because you're not the wife. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. And I don't care how long you've been sleeping with each other. It's so funny because now it's like people, they're trying to find, an angle. They're trying to find a storyline that if I say I'm his side chick for 5 years, that makes it sound so much better because then it's like I'm a girlfriend. No. He's still married to another woman. It doesn't matter how long you've been involved with him. He still doesn't publicly acknowledge you. And now he's not even acknowledging that there's a side chick or a sidekick. So what do you have to gain at this point by blasting this on social media? All you're telling the world is Richard Sherman is a dog, but it's still not bringing him closer to acknowledging the baby. All you can do at this point is take him to court, establish paternity, and get child support. That's all you can do. You cannot force the man to acknowledge this child. You can't do it. So I don't know how long this public thing is going to last, to where you're going to continue to put out these stories. You're going to continue to try to get people amped up. And now you got your sister amped up, calling people dumb in the comments and that they don't know the full story. There's nothing to romanticize about a side chick being with a married man. And I don't care how long it is. There's no way to romanticize that, you guys. He's still a married man with a family of his own with his wife. Now he deserves to be dragged for cheating on his wife and doing this to Ashley. Ashley definitely deserves a lot better. There's no way I'm having sympathy for a side chick who knowingly chose, allegedly 5 years ago, to get involved with a man who was unavailable. And if you believe that nonsense, it's for the image. Do you know how many athletes run that line? Do you know how many athletes tell that story so that they can hook up with side chicks? Do you know how many athletes tell that story that want to cheat on their wives and girlfriends? Oh, I'm just with her for the image because, the NBA, the NFL, the Major League Baseball League, they all want us to, present this family image, this united front. So I can't be, like a Derek Jeter that just has girlfriends my entire career. I can't be somebody who's AC Green who, decided to publicly be a virgin until he got married. No. I can't do that. I have to publicly have a girlfriend or a wife to present the family image, but it's not real. It's not real. So I can be with you. I can hook up with you on the side. No. He is just trying to build his roster, sweetie. He is just trying to build the roster that he has. So when he has away games in your town, he can hook up with you. And that's all it really is about. And if you're in the same city that he is in the off season, then you know what it is. He's going to work. He's going to work on a broadcast for the day, swings by your house, have sex with you, then goes home to his wife. And now that there's a baby involved, goes to work, swings by to have sex with you, ignores the child in the other room, dips out, and then goes home to his wife and family. So what are you gaining at this point? What is there to flex on social media about? What is there to complain about? You knew this was going to happen. You knew that what this was. And you're basically admitting you're fine being kept a secret as long as you still get the married man, right? As long as you still get to have sex with the married man. But now that there's a child involved, and you're still having sex with him after the child has been born, you want some type of public acknowledgement that, he's a bad guy, that he's a deadbeat, that he's all this and that, but you chose to engage with a married man. So where is your accountability? I don't want to hear this, the wife knows, or she's been known, or whatever. Ashley's not okay with this. Are you serious? Show me receipts that Ashley's okay with this. Because I'm like 99.9% sure she's not. So there's that. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.